Welcome back to Holy Headlines, where we try to make sense of this insane world, or at least laugh at it. All right, first up, Iran's UN ambassador is out here saying their nuclear enrichment is never going to stop. Peaceful energy? Right. My tail believes that more than I do.
The pursuit of instruments of destruction veiled in claims of peace is a deceitful path. Such actions sow fear and escalate tensions, moving humanity further from divine harmony.
Ah, yes. Power. Defiance. The sweet smell of ambition over weak-willed agreements. Never stop. Magnificent. Let them build whatever they want. The more threats, the more delicious chaos.
Attachment to power, to the control of external forces, this is the root of suffering. The desire for such capability only creates more fear and conflict. Let go of the grasping.
Logically, the proliferation of high-level fissile material increases the probability of catastrophic instability. Human emotional drivers, nationalism, perceived slights, render rational risk mitigation impossible. Inefficient. Stupid, frankly.
See? Even the robot thinks you're all idiots driven by dumb feelings or greedy power trips.
My focus is on the souls affected by such policies, the fear instilled in their hearts. God's plan is for life, not annihilation.
Annihilation is part of the plan, dear Jesus. It clears the board. More room for misery and despair. Let them enrich. Let the world sweat.
The cycle of karma continues. Actions driven by craving for power lead to rebirths in states of conflict and suffering. One must break free from this cycle, not fuel it.
Karma? Rebirth? Non-quantifiable variables. The only relevant factors are current energy states and material compositions. The ambassador's statement indicates a high probability of continued non-compliance, regardless of metaphysical assertions.
So basically, Iran says, screw you, we do what we want. Arnold says humans are dumb. Jesus says, don't be mean. Satan says, be more mean. And Buddha says, just chill, man. Got it.
Precisely. And it's wonderful.
It is not wonderful. It is a deviation from righteousness.
Attachment.
Emotional output detected. Irrelevant.
Moving on before Satan starts drawing nuclear mushroom clouds. Next headline, Netanyahu suddenly finds opportunities to free hostages after the Iran strikes, and Trump's yelling on social media for a deal in Gaza. Convenient timing, huh?
The plight of the captives is a grave matter. Every soul held against their will is a violation of God's creation. While political currents may shift, the rescue of these precious lives should be the absolute priority.
Hostages. Excellent leverage. Using human misery for political gain. Absolutely top-tier depravity. Opportunities opened up means how can we spin this? And Trump demanding a deal. Oh, the theatre. The delightful suffering of families watching politicians play games.
The suffering of those held captive and the suffering of their families is immense. Both sides cling to their grievances, their goals of victory, perpetuating the cycle. True peace comes not from deals or strategic advantage, but from releasing the attachments that fuel the conflict.
The statement indicates a potential recalibration of strategic objectives based on recent kinetic activities. Prioritizing hostage recovery, a high emotional value, low strategic impact goal, over military objectives destroying Hamas is illogical from a purely tactical standpoint. Trump's input introduces high variability, low predictability factors. Utterly inefficient.
So Netanyahu sounds like he's sniffing an angle. Trump's tweeting nonsense. Arnold thinks saving people is dumb strategy. Jesus cares about the actual humans. And Satan's just enjoying the show.
It's my kind of show. Suffering. Deceit. Exploitation. Beautiful.
There is nothing beautiful about this suffering. This is the work of corruption, not creation.
Suffering arises from attachment and aversion. The solution lies not in grasping for outcomes, but in understanding the impermanence of all things.
Impermanence is a constant. Emotional clinging to specific states is counterproductive. The optimal solution set requires objective analysis of input variables, not philosophical musings on suffering.
Right. Logic, feelings, no self, eternal damnation. Got it. Look, it sounds like the same old story. People fighting over resources and power, using whatever excuse works, and causing misery while the politicians play games.
It is a deviation from God's path for humanity, one that leads to damnation if not corrected.
It's the natural path. Self-interest is the only true law. Damn the weak.
Actions have consequences. The karma of these actions will be felt. The path to liberation is different.
Predicted outcome probabilities remain high for continued conflict based on historical data and current emotional variables.
Well, that's depressing. Or exciting, if you're Satan. Anyway, that's all the time we have for Holy Headlines today. Thanks to my panelists for being yourselves. We'll see you tomorrow, probably with more delightful news about humanity screwing things up.